Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the layout. This is the Norfolk Southern Augusta subdivision. All right, so this is the April layout update video. So I got a package in the mail. Maybe Friday. Today is Sunday from Train World. And this little brochure, little pamphlet thing was in there also. But it was an assortment of switches. And when I say assortment of switches, I mean a ton of them. Okay, reason being is because we now have a yard. Now, I went back and forth with the design on this, from double N to stub in to double N plus stub in, and what I came up with was stub in slash double N. Now, the reason being for that is because the main line, the prototype that I am modeling after, it's only a single main line. It's not double. This is down in Georgia, so you don't see a lot of double mains down south. You see them, but then again, you don't. So the reason why I did that is because Nixon Yard, it's only a single line main, and then when they drop off cars to the yard, they pull into a double N track configuration, pretty much like here. This is the start of your double. Then you drop off your cars. It's pretty much like a runaround track. And then you rehook up to the ones that you left on the main line because there's no other traffic coming. So they have to leave the train on the main line, disconnect the cars that they're dropping off or picking up, reconnect, check the airlines, and continue southward towards Macon or Savannah or going up to Atlanta. So that was the design for that. Now the yard ladder, it is 1, 2, 3. It's 3 yard tracks plus the inbound drop off, arrival and departure tracks. Now this track here, it's gonna be another runaround track. What it is gonna go up there and connect with that switch up there. Reason for that is being because from there all the way back here will be the paper mill. So there will be another ladder that goes opposite of that. That serves as a storage track for all the inbound and outbound paper mill cars. Now, also, right here, this switch right here, that's going pretty much back this way. This will be the ethanol loading facility because Nixon Yard does handle a unit ethanol train that comes out of Peoria, Illinois, and it usually comes into town via the Linwood, North Carolina yard, which is pretty much Charlotte, and they bring it down south that way. Once it is empty, it heads southbound back towards Macon, the Bronson Yard. Then it heads up to Atlanta and heads back out to the Midwest. So this right here, that's the staging yard for all of this right here. So I still have a ton of more switches to get. This guy right here, this is a scale train, tank car, oil car, whatever you want to call it. These are the operator series of the scale train. They got the operator, then they got the rivet counter. Now, if you want the rivet counter, they're going to cost, I don't know, maybe $10 more, but they will already have the reflective tape on them and, you know, all that good stuff. I could put that on myself, save a couple of bucks. Now, I did go out to the hobby store yesterday and pick this up. I wish they would have had more, but they didn't. Norfolk Southern does handle a unit grain train that comes out of Indiana somewhere. I forget the point of origin, but it's in Indiana, and that comes down. It doesn't come into the Nixon yard, which is the South Norfolk Southern Yard in Augusta. It comes into the one downtown, the bigger one, the classification yard, and they will hold it there if, the meal isn't ready for it. But usually if they have it, they'll drop it off and do whatever. But that's on the South Carolina side. That's going onto the R line back into Andrews Yard in Columbia, South Carolina. So I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I like these. They look pretty nice. I haven't taken out the package yet. $25, couldn't beat it. Other than that, the yard seems to function a lot better. I don't know how these stub ends are going to work, if I'm going to have to cut them down because they're too close to the main. I just don't know just yet, because I don't plan on keeping the yard at full capacity, which that's a recipe for no-no. These scale trains, this whole track here, CSX, Conrail, it's Tank Car, and it's Wisconsin Central. These are all scale trains. Now, I love buying scale trains, freight cars, but the couplers that they have I don't really like them, because I get a lot of disconnects pretty much on curves. And as you can see, they don't do the job that I need them to do. These right here, these are both Athens Genesis models, and the couplers on those are perfect. Also, the couplers here, they're perfect. It's just the scale trains, so I'm going to have to start figuring out what kind of couplers I'm going to run and go from there. Now, the SD40 project, it might be canceled at the moment, because the trucks on this unit, they're just not cooperating. The gears in them are worn out completely after I re-put them back together, and it's just sluggish. So I'm just going to stop that. I could use this BNSF unit for parts, but I love this unit, and I don't even think I'm going to change the paint. I'm not even going to renumber it. I'm going to leave it in its paint scheme, and it can just be on the layout. So I'm going to leave that there. The son likes it, so I'm going to leave that. And he likes that one there, but that one may get changed. So, yeah. But other than that, the paper mill, I don't have an update on this just yet, because I've been trying to focus on getting a yard design built, put in place, so I can actually start having some kind of, relaxation when I come down here, and I'm not just building. So that's pretty much it. I did get some shims for these guys here, because the trucks, they're kind of scrubbing the bottom, so I did get some shims. I don't know where I put them. I just saw. Yeah, here they go. These are the shims I'm using, 209s. So hopefully these will work. As far as the turnouts in the yard, they are all number 6s. Now, I am having a problem right here. I haven't threw on the switch throws yet, but this turnout here, this particular section, my Union Pacific SD70, the ACE, it tends to jump it, and I am not understanding why. If anybody know the reason why, just leave it in the comment section, and I will read it when I get a chance to. But this is the only one it tends to jump. Everything else is fine. I didn't have any type of derailments in the yard. Everything works smoothly. So everything up here works smoothly. So there's pretty much no problem. This is off topic, but I also did order, it was a Walthers kit from, around 2010. It's called Magic Pan Bakery. Now, I'm not going to put a bakery on the layout, but I will be using some of the structures from that to add to the paper mill. And I know some of y'all will be like, why are you adding more to it? And you have pretty much all the buildings to it. Well, reason being is because the way the yard is going to be designed, I am probably going to run out of space. And like the craft mill is in this box here. I'm not going to use this whole building. I'm not going to, destroy it just for a few parts. I'd rather keep it for another day. Now, Lawson Shipping, I will begin building this building because this will be part of my chemical warehouse. I like the way it's designed, and I could use the walls on it and add to this. Because like I said previously, these are the Pope receiving doors. They will receive boxcars full of old recycled paper. Now, the reason why that's there, these are going to be added to the craft mill. So instead of me building the actual craft mill, I'm going to kit bash it. And these are going to be the slurry tanks. They're going to receive kaolin. It's either going to be in liquid form, which is in the tank car, or it's going to be in powder form, which is in covered hoppers. I've been trying to locate some of those, but I'm not having any success. So I'm probably going to have to buy some I'm probably going to have to buy some more cover hoppers like this, because these are the cover hoppers that the kaolin clay in a powder form come in. They come in these, not those guys right there. Those are pretty much like grain, but they come in those. So then I'm going to have a silo that goes with it, for the actual building. So then I have the paper mill down here to build. And I don't know exactly how much of that I'm going to use. So, yeah. Other than that, that is it for this month's layout. If you have any questions or comment, please leave them in the comment section. I'm open to them. Pretty much that's it. So I will see y'all next month or whenever I upload another video. Till then, peace.